Celtics hosting the Suns. Devin Booker had the flamethrower on tonight. Pick it up in the third. Celtics way ahead. They win this game easily. But the Celtics aren't the story. It's D-Book. Driving on Al Horford gets that bucket to go. Fourth quarter now. Celtics up 14. Booker with the steal. Goes coast to coast there with the finish. And one. 44 points for Booker at that point in the game. That's a new career high. Then he just kept chucking it. Pull up, 52. Just over a minute to go. Block by Devin Booker on Isaiah Thomas. On the other end, and he wasn't just shooting the rock, he was hustling, playing. Now, keep in mind, Booker played like 46 minutes in this game because they got like 8 guys in the rotation. Earl Watson was using fouls to get the ball back into the hands of Devin Booker so he can launch threes coming off the screen like this. But he was unapologetic, the Suns coach, afterwards because he sensed something special happening. 130 to 120. Boston gets the win. That's not a typo. Booker scored 70. 8 rebounds, 6 assists as well. Jared Dudley and the rest of his Suns teammates in a tribute to Wilt Chamberlain. Booker holding up a little white piece of paper that has 70 on it. Teammates gathered around him. History and a loss. But 20 years old, scores 70 points in an NBA game.
It's a major accomplishment, no doubt about it. Does it have a little bit of LaMelo Ball to it? I think it does.
Okay.
Do you agree with that?
A little bit.
I mean, if they're fouling and trying to get the ball in the hand, then it's not a basketball game anymore. Now you're playing carnival basketball. It's literally a video game. I mean, the worst part about this all is if you have any competitive fire in you, they freaking lost. Like the game that Wilt Chamberlain had 100, they won that game convincingly.
Right.
And so this is an outstanding performance, but it's not even in the same conversation, the same stratosphere as what Kobe Bryant did. That was a game that the Raptors were dominating against the Lakers. And then Kobe just got pissed off and he went out there. How many did he have in that game?
81.
Yeah. He had 81 and they won.
Yes, they did.
So this whole 70-point thing with the fouls, actually, it's a great accomplishment, but it means nothing. I know that's kind of like an oxymoron. It's a wonderful accomplishment, but it doesn't mean anything.
I think it's exactly what the Suns want to accomplish at this point in the year. They want to have great individual performances to give hope for the future, but they want to lose every single game. They don't want to get out of the lottery.
And then who are you going to draft?
Oh, that's the question. Do you go big? Do you go small?
You can't go small, can you? You have all those guards.
I would imagine they would probably have to trend towards at least the 3, 4, or 5 start. Jason Tatum would fit there, I believe. Josh Jackson, Josh Jackson would be a great fit with his athleticism, playing that up and down style of hoop.
I think that picture that Jared Dudley tweeted out and that 120 Sports has retweeted and everyone else is going to retweet.
Right. I
think it sucks. Like, the reason why he stepped on the floor tonight in Boston was to play a basketball game. It wasn't to go out there and accomplish a crazy feat. And the way you did it, it wasn't really organically either. It was actually kind of concocted by, you talked about Earl Watson and the fouls. You go walk on the floor ever since we're little squirts to go try to win the game. They lost.
They did shrink the deficit, though, using Devin Booker's hot shooting and the carnival brand of basketball. They were down 25-5 in the first quarter.
So you're okay with this?
30-point.
So you're okay
they
with
ended up
this?
losing by 10.
You're okay with this?
I'm not saying I'm okay or not okay with it, but they did, bottom line, shrink the deficit.
Like, do you think that's cool they tweet out the picture?
I think it's cool they scored 70. Now, in an L, celebrating it that way, I would have not, as teammates been around him, maybe just let Devin Booker have that moment by himself because the rest of the Suns' teammates, what the hell did they do? Devin Booker at least scored 70. You lost the game. So maybe having the teammates around, I don't understand that. But you scored 70 in an NBA game. I don't care, man. That's 70 in the NBA.
70 is a lot of points. That's why I mean it's an accomplishment. I just doesn't mean anything to me.
Share your thoughts. Use the hashtag #TheRally. What does Devin Booker's 70-point effort tonight mean to you? Is it worth something? Is it worth nothing because of the L? Because of the way he was able to get those points? Please share with us your thoughts.